So I finally made your song.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
I'm ready.
So the creative process was...
Are we doing it right now?
Yeah, we're going to do it right now.
I think we should drink a little bit more first.
Okay. I've known these guys for so long that it was very easy to be creatively risque and like creatively like just like ball busting. But when you don't know someone for as long, like I know you, I love you to death, but it's hard to have that creative risqueness every once in a while if you just own.
I've
for a
got some
couple
thick
years.
skin. I feel like he's like, so risque this. Like it's gonna end up being like Dave's like ode to Hitler.
Ode to Hitler.
Terrified.
Holy
It's
shit.
like, instead of thick skin, I'll be like sitting here like crying.
Crying.
Oh my God. So I actually did want to try something before. I have this apple pie moonshine that I have not been fucking around with, for a minute.
I'm drinking some Margs.
Okay, so I actually wanted to try apple pie moonshine and Dr. Pepper and see if it was like like a really nice little sipping something.
Can I have a sip of that too? Because I know how good they are.
I fucking love White Monster, dude.
Yeah.
That's my nectar.
I mean, I cannot wait for the Dungeons and Dragons movie, by the way.
Are you excited too?
It just looks so funny. Chris Pine.
We'll go see it. I definitely want to go see it.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear's out right now. I wanted to see that.
That looks good.
I hear it's good.
Now that Megan is streaming, I want to watch it.
Megan? Oh, that
Like
doll
that
movie?
AI robot.
Oh, that creepy doll fucking
Right,
thing?
but apparently
I
it's
saw
really
that. It was good. I saw that in theaters. It was
You
good.
did see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
apparently it
was
was real. Like, it was shit. It was really good for what it was. It was like,
Right.
but it got really good reviews. Everyone loved it. It was
Yeah,
like
it was
stupid, funny horror slasher.
I don't like the movement of certain things, and that's what freaks me out.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
it was a real person.
Well, yeah,
That's
it was a
why.
real
It was a
person.
real
That's
little
why- that's
girl,
why
and they
it
put
moved
like a
like a real
silicone
person.
face on her. Wasn't a robot.
Wait, are you making one for me?
I'm gonna see if you like it, and then I'll make you. I got a glass right here for it. But no, I'll definitely give you some if you want to just sip from the bottle. 100%.
Do you put ice in that or no?
No, it's cold.
It's gonna taste so bad, Chad. And Dave's gonna be like, delicious. No matter what. No matter what, his first thing's gonna be like,
We'll see.
he's gonna be like, it's so good.
It's the missing 24th flavor of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Alpha Pie Moonshine.
Right. Alcoholism.
Disgusting.
I actually do kind of like that. It's not super potent. Like it's not like a kind of feel.
Yeah.
Like the alcohol kick isn't huge because this moonshine is not super super alcoholic. Like it's not.
Right.
It's sugar shine. Like at the end of the day, but it's like it's actually pretty decent. Take it if you like a sip.
Yeah. Well, I like this because we can just shoot the shit today.
We can just shoot it.
So we did have originally we had a guest that was going to be on there. Actually, I met them at a bar.
Yeah.
They approached me. They're a huge fan of the show.
How did they knew you were part of the podcast when they
were
approached
a friend,
you?
They were so they were a friend of one of my friends that knew the show, like had followed the show for pretty much since the beginning, and they've really liked the show. And so when they came up to me, they were like, "Hey, just really love the podcast. Love how like you've been able to just have fun with it. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about."
Did they name it? Like, I'm not asking if they named
Yeah.
me, but like, did they like know? Do they know us?
They know, yeah. So
Man,
like,
I really should get more on.
So-
I wish we could get some better follower engagement.
Yeah.
I want someone to be like, how come Chad doesn't have an Instagram?
they said they told me that I need to get Chad under control.
Yeah,
That's why I don't have an
Chad doesn't have
Instagram.
an Instagram.
If I had Instagram, it'd be over. I already have like 3 banned Reddit accounts.
Do you really?
He does.
Why?
It's so easy to get. What do you mean? It's so easy
I
to
know,
get
but,
banned
like,
from Reddit.
why
It's
are
the
you-
easiest thing.
Do you want that or do you want your
No,
own?
I want to sip still, but like it annoys me that you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch like today. You're like today I chose violence, and I'm gonna get myself banned on Reddit today. And you probably go to like
I don't plan
fucking
on
like
it.
Mega Man something, and
Mega
you're
Man
just
sub.
like,
Post
you're a
picture
piece
of
of
my
shit.
asshole.
Like, yeah, exactly. Something charming.
Count the hairs on my cheeks. Post it
this
on
is
Damn
good.
That's Interesting.
Right? Like, it's not bad at all, actually.
Chad, even you might enjoy this.
Nope.
He's not an alcohol man.
Not only do I
it
not like
literally
Dr.
does not
Pepper,
taste-
I don't even like Dr. Pepper, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I dislike
Because it's
Dr.
like,
Pepper.
it's Dr. Pepper, but it's got that little apple tint to it, but it's not really any kick because it's not like hardcore moonshine. It's not like real moonshine.
Okay.
So I'm glad I even thought of that. I just thought of it and I was like, hey, let's try it out.
Okay, so I'm sorry I interrupted. So keep going.
So they were like, hey, I would love to be able to be on the podcast and be able to talk shit and just meet you guys. And I was like, okay, cool. Had it all set up. And then on Saturday, they were like, hey, really sorry. Had some family stuff come up. Can't do it. But I was like, hey, no worries. You're always welcome. So eventually we do want to be able to have them on here. So I do have, because they weren't able to make it and I sort of set you guys up, I do have some like
Pretty high right now.
I have
to
some
be
like
honest.
gifts for you guys. So Chad's gift is actually it's his belated birthday gift I've had since January. So
Oh, I forgot. It's tax season.
Happy
Daddy
late birthday.
Dave.
oh yeah, well we'll see what I haven't gotten it yet. So not that gift yet.
Daddy Dave.
we
Oh,
haven't
okay.
gotten that gift yet.
Thank you, Dave.
Absolutely, bud.
What is it?
So he can see he can just keep that. Or
He got a bag.
yeah, see there's the zip right there on the left-hand side.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah.
Can only imagine. I'm getting
Only
upset.
imagine. Chad!
Wow.
Oh, fucking foul. That's partly my fault.
Dave, I'm high over here, so you
Yeah.
really can't blame me for anything.
But
here.
that's an awesome bag. Oh, it's a pistol case. It's a gun case.
Oh.
Did you not read the bag? Did you not read the packaging?
No.
Nope, I just opened it up.
Yeah, I wanted it to be a surprise.
So what is it,
Chad,
Chad?
you can just tell us you can't read. This is a safe space.
You're posting this on the internet. It's the opposite of a safe space.
But
Dave,
it's
I'm
safe
sorry.
right here.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's sick. Open it up.
This is really
Open it up.
sick.
Yeah, it's a really
Up
nice.
here.
It's a really nice gun case.
Shit, and this is where like you would put mags?
Yep. He put mags. He could put all sorts of like stuff that he wants. Any sort of cleaning equipment. Any sort of.
This is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Save your equipment.
This is
The
super
brand,
dope. I
the
definitely needed something like this.
Oh, okay. So look,
I didn't have any bag.
it gives like a lot of descriptions.
Right.
The brand, the series, the specs. You get a lifetime warranty. So throw
you
it
go.
against the wall real quick. We'll get you a new one.
It definitely seems super durable.
The series specialist, I guess. Here, you read it.
You read it.
You asked that. You just
Whoa,
said. you
JJ.
can't-
no,
this is-
really.
it's a test.
You're making
It's
you're
a
making
test.
this a dangerous space.
Yeah.
You want me to admit it.
Because Dennis is a bastard, man.
This is a bastard, man. I love how he's like,
Charlie,
beet
you
red.
wrote. Oh, Mac is so excited. Charlie, you definitely wrote this one. Why Charlie? No, like Dennis. I don't think I wrote it.
I don't think I wrote
You
that
definitely wrote this one, Charlie.
one. Nobody else is illiterate like you.
And Dennis's face just gets progressively more and more red.
Yeah.
Okay, pass.
Oh, I definitely wrote that.
Dennis is a bastard, man.
This is really nice, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, bud. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So I did get you something. So I've got
You didn't have to.
well,
It's not my birthday yet.
I kind of did because you've been on the podcast for at least a year plus now, and
More or less since the beginning, except
pretty
for like the
much.
first
Yeah,
3
I
or
was
4
gonna say, I
months.
feel
right,
like-
exactly. So you've been in for a long time,
pretty quick.
and I've done something for everybody on the podcast except you.
Wow.
And I was thinking, it took me a long time
Don't
to
make
be
me
able
cry,
to do
Dave.
this. And it took me a long time to figure out, hey, how am I going to do this? And I finally got inspiration the other day, and I was like, I'm going to finally do it. So I finally made your song.
Let's hear it.
Yes.
I'm ready.
So the creative process was
Are we doing it right now?
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now.
I think we should drink a little bit more first.
Okay. We can do it right now, but I do have, so just for those that tune in, stay tuned because we're gonna be listening to JJ's fucking parody song.
I remember Evans, and that was a great one.
That one, so the one thing that it took me a really long time
Wasn't
to
it like
figure out.
Eminem?
It was an Eminem cover, and then Chad's was Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
AJ's was Billy Joel. And so I wanted to figure out, because what made it so difficult for
Oh man,
you?
AJ's song could be so different now.
I know. Not really. If you really listen to the lyrics.
Let's explain what makes writing a song about JJ difficult.
Well,
Yeah, let's hear it.
because I've known these other guys pretty much for like over a decade.
You can also just say you're anti-Semitic. Chad can't read, and you're anti-Semitic.
But it's because I've known these guys for so long that it was very easy to be creatively risque and like creatively like just like ball busting. But when you don't know someone for as long, like I know you, I love you to death, but it's hard to have that creative risqueness every once in a while if you just own.
I've
for a
got some
couple
thick
years.
skin.
True, and so that's why I was like, you know what, he's gonna love it, he's gonna get it, and it's not anything too crazy. I was able to figure out what I wanted to do. But in terms of production, it's definitely my highest production.
Okay.
In terms of like how much layering and stuff I put onto it.
I feel like he's like, so risque this. Like it's gonna end up being like Dave's like ode to Hitler.
Oh, damn.
Terrified.
Holy
it's like,
shit.
instead of thick skin, I'll be like sitting here like crying.
Crying.
Oh my god. So in terms of thick skin and stuff, one of the things that our guest really wanted us to talk about was because they know that we're huge fans of Rick and Morty. Like we quote Rick and Morty all the time. We watch the show. Hell, we did the D&D playthrough of Rick and Morty.
I can't wait to start that up again, by the way.
Yeah.
We should plan for like May, I think.
Well,
give it some more time.
Well, when
We'll figure it out.
my job hours are probably going to change within the next 4 or 5 months.
Right.
Because if I leave my current job and I start working full time at Reforged, that's going to be a whole new thing where my hours are going to be different. My weekends are going to be different. So it'll allow us to have more time actually like doing shit together, which it won't have to be like on a Sunday afternoon.
And
right?
we could do it at the fucking lab too.
We can
which will
do
be
it at the
sick.
lounge.
Ooh.
It's like 4 minutes from where you live. It's about 5 or 6 minutes from Chad's work. So it's actually a pretty decent spot.
Where is
Wait,
it?
it's
It's here in
downtown?
West Ashley?
Yeah, it's between downtown and Park Circle.
Oh, is it?
Sick.
Yeah, that's where the spot we're looking at is. There's no full official lease, but we've already submitted architectural plans to the owner to say, hey, here's what we're wanting to do. And I'll show you the images of it after the show too. It's a pretty cool layout.
What? So like, I know you've described it so many times.
Yes.
But so like, what is it going to be? Like, let's say I just walked it today. If your build was there, and I walked in today, what would I see?
So you would first see a reception desk. You would then be able to basically walk and see. I'm trying to basically create a gaming mecca.
Okay.
Where, if we can.
Are you using Skype?
This is Teams.
Zoom.
This is Teams.
Teams?
Yes. Let me see here. I'm trying to.
I can't keep up with what the kids use.
You should get on Slack.
So Slack doesn't work as well for some of the stuff that we do. I've tried using it.
It's like a work Skype type thing.
Yeah. Here, once I can actually pull it up on the screen right now.
Pulling it up.
Pulling it up. Enhance.
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 Enhance. Something you could do.
Oh man, am I going to be your cybersecurity IT guy?
Maybe.
For a quick
Cybersecurity
20,000
IT.
on the side annually? That's not so bad to be available for you.
Right.
Shit, that ain't a bad gig, and you'll need it.
True. Very true.
I'll harden your servers.
You wouldn't believe how hard they'll be.
Yeah, they'll be so hard.
You got them like encased in clay. Nothing can get to them now.
Nothing can get to the.
Can't
That's
plug
not
them
what
in.
hardening means. No, trust me.
I took a class.
Yeah, I took. Wedding. is when you fuse two hot metals together. You watched The
Thank
Office,
you.
right, Chad?
Yeah, I saw
Have
it.
you watched, what are they calling them? Like the super episodes. They're all the episodes out now, up to season 6, that have all like the deleted extra footage, like as part of the episodes.
I mean,
Super
no,
fan
I don't
episodes.
know.
that's
I don't know
cool.
where I would go to
Yeah.
watch those.
It's on Peacock.
Oh, it's
So,
on
I
Peacock.
don't know.
Okay.
Really, that's cool that they made that.
Right, but it's like, so instead of every episode, was normally like a 23-minute. It's actually like 32 minutes an episode.
Okay.
There's so much extra footage.
Yeah.
And like you're hearing some of these jokes for like the first time that are actually like
Produce. Yeah.
pretty raunchy too. Like even then you were like, what?
Nice.
Just a quick one real quick is when they're doing Bob Vance's bachelor party.
Okay.
And they go back upstairs and Michael says to Stanley, he goes, "It's okay if you want to hang out with your friends for a little bit longer." Because they're hanging out in the warehouse, it's
Yeah.
like mostly African American guys down there.
That's fucked
And I was
up.
just like, holy shit.
So
like,
Stanley,
this is-
who definitely
yeah,
doesn't want to be down there.
It's okay if you want to hang out with your friends, Stanley.
That's fucked up.
I was like, oh my God.
So this is their entrance where you'd be walking in right here.
Okay.
You got a reception desk right here with a wall that's got like some monitors, some charts saying like, here's what you can get. To your right is going to be some bar tables and then a bar, about a 20-foot bar.
Right.
And then you'll have a kitchen area where you'll have like a walk-in cooler. Then you've got the restrooms right here in the main office. But the main play area is 4 hexagons of PCs and consoles, and then 4 actual gaming areas where you walk in, you can sit on a couch, and you've got a TV right here.
Okay.
That's got like a PlayStation or an Xbox or a Switch.
Right.
And you can just chill out on the couch and play video games and have drinks and food brought to you.
Sick.
Yeah. All while maybe like where the bar is having like some esports being played up there.
I do even
And
like
then-
the rock band. Just having rock band up there is fun.
Yeah. So it's going to be a flex room possibly that's going to possibly have like a rock band room, a VR as well, private party kind of stuff that you could just have a table and some chairs out there for. So that's kind of like our base model right now that we're going off of. And then there's like another table where you can just chill out.
And what is like the business model?
So you buy hours.
You buy hours.
Yeah, you buy hours. You sit down. You play whatever you want. You got
Okay.
house accounts that you can play a whole bunch of different games. You can log into your own Steam and play.
I was going to say, are you making profiles?
Yes.
Like you're going to log in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a bunch of house profiles. So if you want to play, you can log into your own accounts if you want to. Now, another cool thing. So when we went to Ignite, they were using a different software, but that software actually allowed you to earn bonus XP for playing games at the lounge. So I was playing Overwatch.
Right.
And because I was playing Overwatch at that lounge, I was getting 25% bonus XP for just being at the lounge.
Oh, you make
I was
it like
playing-
a hotspot.
Yeah. So like Blizzard actually
Kind of like
has
how
a contract.
Hearthstone, you can have, what are they called? Like hearths, inns.
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 Fireside chats or like
Yeah.
campfire, whatever, campfires, whatever. And you get bonus XP for being in those.
Sick.
But you
That's
can
pretty
actually,
dope.
because you're logged into these servers, you're actually getting bonus XP for actually playing. So there's actually rewards that you get for it. And you can order the way that the UI is, you'll actually be able to order drinks, order food without even having to get up and go to the bar.
It'll be like an airport.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you're just sitting there, and then we'll have servers and stuff that'll like bring you stuff, or ask if you want anything. So you don't have to use it, but if you want to, you can use it. And then I'll have like a little window right here for food to get dished out from the kitchen. Now we're not going to have a hood. We're not going to have a full like kitchen because that requires a lot of money
Dude,
and a
it
lot
should
more
just be
dehab.
like-
Some really badass air fryers, and
I call it bar mitzvah food. And what that means, like bar mitzvah hors d'oeuvres, which means like chicken tenders, French fries, little sliders,
mozzarella sticks.
sticks.
that's what we're doing.
Fucking pigs in a blanket.
Yeah. For simple stuff that you can heat up, you don't have to. It's all prepped. You just heat it up and go.
Yeah.
like that's what we're going for because
some
it's a whole
pizza
lot
bagels.
easier. So the ones that I'm
Pizza
actually
bagels.
getting, the ones that we're actually getting are decent enough where you could cook a full like pizza in it, like a frozen pizza. So you could just get some really nice frozen pizzas and serve a few slices. So it's like nothing too crazy. It's just one borderline barely step up from bar food that you can just enjoy.
So is there a way to contact like Alienware or like Razer like business and get like,
A deal.
what's that? 6 times 4, 24. Order 24 PCs for
So we're
instead
working,
of paying,
Right.
1,800 a pop.
Right. So we're trying to work with some vendors that actually build PCs. And like you said, 1,800 pop just for the tower.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally
Right,
the
that's not
exact
even
fucking
monitor.
That's
I know,
exactly the
monitors.
number that I even said. $1,800. It was literally
Because
the fucking
that's
number
a
that I
good
had
PC.
in the
That's like
right.
a high-end PC.
Right. And that's a 30 series. That's a really good 30 series.
I think I did mine for
3070.
15, but it was also like on Black Friday, so I got like 200 off like total.
Right, and that's
300.
like with an i5, a 3070 GPU for NVIDIA if you're going NVIDIA.
Right, and let's even say you buy those curved 144 Dells
Yeah.
that are like $150. I
Right.
mean, that's still, $150 times 24 is.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. I mean, on total in terms of like just equipment, like not including furniture and anything, that's like 80 grand easily.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but we've prepped for it. We're excited about it. If the landowner likes what we see, or likes what he sees, we put it in a letter of intent. We get a lease, and then immediately start construction. And within a few months, I'm pretty much full time doing this. So I'm fucking excited.
That's awesome.
The amount of anxiety that's involved with it is also pretty high because I'm just like, I'm about to walk away from not a high paying job, but a paying job that is like
Security.
consistent. Right. Consistent. And I'm just like, okay, I'm about to pay myself now. But as soon as I write myself my first check, I'm going to be fucking just like bawling, crying. Like I know that.
Well, I've also realized, I think from just me twitching,
Yeah.
I can now start like an LLC because I have a product.
You can. You can always
And
create
I
an
can
LLC
just-
for anything.
Yeah, you can always have
Right,
one.
exactly. But that's what I mean. I'll just start throwing my taxes through that.
100%. You can write a lot of stuff off with the tax as long as you have income. That's
Right.
one thing is that you have to have money actually reported like as
Right.
income, which is hard to do.
Right. I wouldn't claim you made $25 on your business and then be like, but I spent $3,500 that I don't get a write-off for.
After
They're
a few
definitely going
years-
to be like, I don't know. What are you doing?
After a few years,
Let's
they
talk
label
about your business.
Right. After a few years, they label it down as a hobby and not a business.
Right.
If you report that kind of income, but it's still a good thing to do, just because you have it on the books. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. But going back to what we were saying about Rick and Morty, is that they were asking us, they were kind of interested, it's like, hey, what are your thoughts about? Are you still fans of Rick and Morty now after everything that's come out? And for those of you, I'm sure a lot of you, if you listen to this podcast, you have a pretty good idea of what's happened over the last couple of months. Is that Justin Roiland, one of the co-founders of Rick and Morty, or co-creators, he's pretty much out of everything. A couple years ago, there were some pretty heinous allegations. Then there were some arrest, or there was some, he was arrested and charged with felony domestic violence. I think it was.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's been charged with like 2 felonies, which is crazy.
But he's like not a part of it anymore now, right?
True.
Yeah, but wasn't it, where I was getting confused as well was, weren't they saying that he like hasn't been a big part of it for a while now?
True.
Which I didn't understand.
They hired a
because-
bunch of people to start writing episodes and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so his main thing after like
So
the
he
last,
just did, because he's the voice of Rick.
he's the voice of Rick and Morty, I
Right.
think. And so he basically he slowly over time, his relationship with Dan Harmon was more and more fractured. Apparently at the at the work site, he was like a huge piece of shit too. Like there was one like thing right here. He allegedly messaged another woman who posted an exchange with an anonymous Twitter account. He claimed he was like, "You should just run away from home and go into sex slavery, you fucking stupid bitch." JK at the end. And then like he went into like business meetings and was walking around the office with like a porn star and stuff, bragging about like threesomes and shit. Like it was being really fucking weird. And then he got he's now facing 2 felony charges from domestic violence. And felony domestic violence in California is a pretty big fucking deal. So he's out at Adult Swim. He's out from Squanch Games, which is the studio that creates High on Life and all their other games. And it's kind of crazy. And that's when so the fan asked me, it was like, hey, are you guys still fans of Rick and Morty after this? And they're still fans of like the Rick and Morty and stuff. And I was like, I mean, this kind of goes into that conversation. Like, can you separate the artist from the art? Can you be a fan of the work and not be a fan of the person. So like, there's plenty of people who are like,
I mean, yeah, that's
pieces of
tough.
shit.
Because I don't really like listening to Kanye that much anymore. But I'm like,
True.
damn, this is a banger. And then I'm like listening. I'm like, I'm turning this off.
Right. It's like he says all this horrible, heinous shit, and it's like, but graduation was so amazing. I was just like, yeah, it was. It was. It's amazing. But at the same time, it's hard to do that. Like, same thing with like Michael Jackson, with
like
all
Chris
of his
Brown.
allegations. Chris Brown. I mean, the dude
Chris
is.
Brown is back again.
I mean, he's incredibly talented, dude. He's got an amazing voice. He's an amazing singer.
It's like this shit just fades with time.
It can, yeah. It can, but it's
Yes, it
hard to
depends.
do that. But like I had this happen to me where when I was like in my mid-20s, I started realizing that a lot of your heroes are just monsters.
Yeah.
And like Justin Roiland's not a hero to us, but like we're a fan of his work, and it's just it's a phrase that goes. And like a lot of your heroes just turn out to be complete monsters.
Well, a lot of it's not surprising either. Like when you think about the character that like Rick portrays, like a fucking monster of a human. Everything he does is like self-serving.
Yeah.
He talks pretty heinously to everyone, and it's kind of like when you get so used to talking that way, and you think you can just talk to anyone that way.
Right.
Like whatever. I mean, calling someone like faggot, bitch, slut. Like
Yeah, it's horrible.
Thinking that's okay to just like speak that way.
Right. And
is probably also something that came from the show too.
Right. In some ways.
Where
Like-
he's so famous now for being horrible.
Right. I mean, it's to where it's almost idolized.
Right.
In a wrong way. But like, I remember a couple years ago, I was always a huge fan of Rooster Teeth. Like, they're the guys who made Red versus Blue. They made
Man, did that fall. I
Ruby.
was talking about that with someone.
Yeah. They made Ruby, which is pretty decent like animation. They have like Achievement Hunter, which was one of the most at one point was one of the more successful gaming channels on YouTube. It's really fallen off, but in my opinion, but they had
Ruby blew up into like a fan favorite anime.
Oh yeah, I mean it was really well done. One of the really creators, Monty, who passed away a couple years ago, was incredibly talented, really dedicated, good voice acting, really good animation. Like I remember the first trailer for it where they had that girl with the red scythe and it had like a shotgun on the end of it and just fucking blowing these like wolf creatures away. And I was like, dude, that's badass. That's from fucking Rooster Teeth. I was super excited about it. But in their Achievement Hunter section, which is a lot of the gaming stuff that I had, they had a host or like a cast of like really interesting characters. And one of them was a guy named Ryan Haywood. And I was, out of all of the people in that cast, Ryan Haywood was my favorite. He was smart. He was funny. He was a little tech savvy. Like, so he knew like cool engineering stuff. And just really good timing and comedy. And a few years ago, it came out that, guess what? Once again, our fucking heroes are monsters. Where he had apparently gone to conventions and had like sex with underage fans.
Jesus
using
Christ.
And people were saying that he was using his influence as
Yeah.
a person who was like a celebrity in that crowd to be able to, get his way into that.
I'm sorry, like there's probably like a hot 18-year-old that would want to fuck you. Like,
Well-
do you know what I mean? Like, why fuck?
He's not into that.
Yeah. Well, one of these
Yeah.
girls clearly had some like, I'm not going to say she was autistic, but she had some issues, and he took her virginity, and was not too cool about it. Like he just was. It was just a huge, huge deal. He's part of a lawsuit right now, I think, along with Rooster Teeth about that.
I would imagine.
Small side note
Yeah.
from Rooster Teeth: is Rooster Teeth now like Metacritic?
I don't know, but
Or-
they got.
do you know what I'm
purchased.
talking about?
They got bought out by like 3 different companies, and now they're like a subsidiary of like Warner Brothers or something. It's
Because they made this awesome, like Transformers. I don't know if you call it anime, but like 3D animation that was very like adult themed, like war, like on Cybertron. None of like we came to Earth and we're gonna partner with humans. Like
okay.
awesome, like badass robots fighting robots, where they combine all of like the cool lore with like the combiners and even like the massive like city ones.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I tried to find it, it was on like Metacritic, and Red vs. Blue and all that other stuff was on
Yeah.
there. So I thought it was all
Mm-hmm.
one and the same now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, holy shit! These
No,
things
it's
go
hard to keep track of all that.
Yeah. So like what happened is like around 2019, the allegations came forward that he had a sexual relationship with a certain voice actor since she was 17. A Reddit user then escalated the situation by compiling a spreadsheet with additional allegations, and then apparently they go all the way back to 2004. And then one of the victims, and I I watched this video where she described him as a cunning predator who frequently exploited, like we said, the power dynamics to obtain sexual favors from underage girls. Following the allegations, of course, Rooster Teeth cut all ties with him, and he accepted full responsibility for his actions. And then he tried to come back on Twitch like 6 months later, dude, and he got banned like almost immediately.
What's so not that I'm saying like, all right, not making any fucking excuses whatsoever, but like, okay, who's Rob Lowe? Like Rob
Lowe, yeah.
Rob Lowe,
Yeah.
very like famously slept with an underage girl,
I forgot about that.
and he's like
Beloved.
back on top. Yeah, exactly.
He's still beloved, yeah.
They like literally roast him in like a roast. He's there,
Right.
and they make fun of him. Thanks for coming. And then it's like, oh wait, I meant Rob Lowe's coming on their back. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. He probably didn't have enough money.
I don't know.
yeah.
It
Well,
was,
that's what happens when you're super famous versus just
yeah.
you
Right?
made.
He was
you
just a
made
guy,
some-
and he was just a guy in Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
He was famous enough to like
He was famous.
influence some girl that watches YouTube, but
That's
not influential enough to actually do anything.
Right, and it's still crazy, and it fucked with me for like almost a
and
week.
I do like Rob Lowe a lot.
Right,
Just
and-
like,
I honestly don't know who that is.
Yeah, guy from Parks and Rec,
Parks
the
and
happy guy from Parks and Rec who's got all the energy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like super into fitness.
Yeah,
tries to
gotcha.
make.
No, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, it was, but no, this,
Yeah, he's an actual actor.
And
that's the
Perkins.
thing.
right.
Well,
Yeah,
because that's the thing. He's got Hollywood backing him
right.
up.
That's
why.
what I right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This one actually fucked with me for like a good solid week where I was just like really beat up because I loved this content creator. I was super happy about it, and then I was just like, man, it was kind of like that scene from South Park when Stan is starting to realize that everything around him is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was just
everything's
like,
shit.
no, it's real. No.
Such a depressing episode.
It was. And it kept playing that fucking stupid song over and over again. It's time changes. And I was just like, oh, God. Right. But yeah, that's the thing is like, the more and more I look at it, it's like, it turns out like all of your heroes will eventually become monsters. And I fucking hate that. But
Well,
you know,
everybody's a bad person.
is
Yeah.
all we can do is just hold on to the very few good ones, like
There.
Keanu Reeves. We just have to hold on
I
to
know.
people
I
like
was
him.
talking about him yesterday with my girlfriend, being like, everyone loves Keanu. He's the best.
Of
Everybody
course,
loves
like he's
That's
just
just because you don't know the bad things that he did.
I know he kills a lot of people.
he kills a
bad
lot of
motherfucker.
people. Wick. Yeah.
You ever murdered dozens of men because a dog died? And then claim a moral high ground? And somehow everyone's okay with that.
I'm
it's a
gonna
puppy.
kill you.
It wasn't a
and
dog, it was a
call this
puppy.
Justice. I think about killing a Nazi that I met all the time.
You told-
He
I remember you
lives
talking about that
rent
story.
free in my head. I feel it drives me insane.
I remember you telling me about.
But I always
him.
imagine being like, I'll kill you and I'll call this justice.
just JJ walks out like the bear Jew
I'll
with a giant
kill you
baseball
and
bat.
I'll call this peace.
Jeez,
I like can't remember what movie it was from, and it was like, I'll murder them all and call it peace.
Sounds like something from Team America.
Or just like Inglorious Bastards or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The bear Jew, like the guy,
Yeah.
giant dude with a baseball bat, fucking just beating the shit out of him. Oh, we were talking about
I
on
told
our
each
Discord.
of these members, bring me 100 Nazi scalps.
And I want my scalps.
I want my scalps.
we were talking with
that was a good movie.
we were talking with some guys on Discord the other day. I don't know if you were there, but about Tarantino's films, and Inglourious Bastards is still my number one favorite. Like out of all of his films, like Kill Bill is fun. His new one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's fun, but still, Inglourious Bastards will always have like a very special place.
It's just
because-
amazing.
Well, it came out right when we were like in high school, too.
Right.
And so like that was like a rated R film you could go see like with your parents for Tarantino, and it was just like it's justifiable violence because it's against like Nazis and stuff, and it's just grotesque. It's got hues of funniness to it, and then Christoph Waltz,
He took off from that.
dude, Christoph Waltz,
Django, like a
is-
year later, I think.
he was good in that, but just his portrayal of that villain, where he's funny, he's like jovial.
Yeah.
And then he turns within the flick of like a dime, or like the flick of a pin, can literally turn into like this dark, twisted, evil being. And then immediately just smiles. And I'm just like, that's fucking, it's terrifying. Like that first scene with the farmer and the milk.
Yeah.
Where he's like sitting there drinking milk and all the kids are and the family members are under the fucking floorboards. And he knows they're there. And he knows that he knows that he knows they're there. And he's just very nice and
Just fucking
sweet.
with them.
And then he flips.
Is mentally torturing him.
Exactly. And it's fucking terrifying. You could see the poor French farmer is already broken. And it's just it's a great scene in just this showing just how good of an actor he is. So those are cool things that I get to like. I really appreciate about Tarantino films. So yeah, God bless you, Keanu Reeves, and God bless you, Christoph Waltz.
You guys watching anything good lately? Who's watching Last of Us?
I haven't, but I need to.
Come on,
It looks-
guys.
so
it
I-
is so good.
So I never played
Is
the
it?
video game.
I never
It is-
played the game.
Neither did I, which
Right.
makes it so much better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Pedro Pascal is a great actor. I mean, the new fucking Mandalorian's coming out.
Mandalorian was great. First
Is
episode.
the new one?
Yeah.
It came out already?
First episode on Wednesday.
So we'll get something to look forward to watch.
I'm
No.
Star Wars and not, and we're hitting so hard right now. The shows are really where it's at.
I mean,
Well,
you get to
obviously.
you get to delve into character development. You get to delve into deeper
Well,
storytelling.
the show Bad Batch is so awesome. Okay, so
Haven't watched that or Andor yet.
it's really good. They're on
Yeah.
season 2 of Bad Batch. Did you watch Clone Wars?
What's
most
what's
of it.
Bad Batch?
It's a
I'll
really
tell
badass
you in a
platoon
second.
of clone soldiers.
Okay, do you remember the episode in it's towards the end of season 2, the Zillow Beast, the Godzilla monster. Just Google it, the Zillow Beast.
Okay.
Zillo.
Oh, that's literally fucking spelled it. So it's fucking Zillow. It's gonna pull up the fucking real estate. Goddamn. Look.
I
Easiest
thought
way to
yeah, no,
say-
it's right there. See, it's right there. Star Wars.
Oh my fucking.
Yeah,
oh,
the very first one.
Wikipedia. I love that.
I want to see. Yeah, I
Wikipedia.
love it. See if you can just find the date of appearance. It should be right there on the right.
Oh, okay. Hold. 600 metric tons. Oh, yeah.
So
There was a RuneScape ad.
awesome. This thing, like, go all the way to the bottom real quick, so you don't have to read everything.
Okay.
Go to the references, up a little bit.
Notes and references.
Up. Okay, Star Wars, Clone Wars, The Zillow Beast Strikes Back. Click on that one.
Okay.
I just want to see when that episode came. Okay.
It never did.
But basically, this episode came out like in 2012. And in the Bad Batch, they just like re-reference this.
Okay.
And it's awesome to just like remember these moments and have them like do callbacks to awesome stuff. You know, they're just constantly building out this lore. Like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are like the best things that could have happened to Star Wars.
Favreau's been pretty awesome. It has been really cool to see how well Favreau's done.
And so Dave Filoni was the guy who like made Ahsoka, made Clone Wars. He's like George Lucas's like protege.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's the one who basically is like, him and Jon Favreau are in charge.
Okay. Interesting.
And he's been in a few episodes of The Mandalorian, which is cool. As one of the pilots,
Okay.
the New Republic pilots.
Okay. Nice. I'll have to find that.
Actually, both of them. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau's in The Mandalorian as well.
I would figure he's got himself in there somehow. Like, you have to be.
As Paz Vizsla, the Mandalorian with the giant chain gun.
Yeah. Apparently, Gina Carano's character might be coming back.
Who's that?
Remember the season 1, the big giant fucking girl? The big giant lady? She was tough as fucking nails.
Oh, yeah. She was in season 2, too. They cut her out for
Yeah.
her anti-COVID stance. or,
Yeah,
like-
she posted a few conservative viewpoints and
Oh, because she
got
was like
canceled.
pro. I think she was like she was like all about
All about it.
the what are we calling it?
Who knows?
When they stormed the Capitol.
No,
she
she
was,
didn't.
like, all
She didn't do
about it.
January 6th. I don't think she posted anything about January 6th.
I
She
don't
basically
remember.
she was posting stuff about like how you can't single people out from groups, because if you single people out in groups, it can lead to horrible consequences. Like, you can't just place people in groups, or else you'll create division. She got canceled over that.
Well, if you, wait, hold on now. If you don't create a group, though, how do I know who to hate?
Exactly. That's a great point. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a gut feeling.
Right.
just
You
a
just
gut
know.
feeling.
Sorry, Gene. You got to stay
You
with the
just
Daily
know.
Wire.
You just
Sorry,
know.
You can't go back to
Know who
Hollywood.
to hate.
But
It'd be awesome. Cara Dune.
I want to see her and Bill Burr's character come back.
Bill Burr's character is the best.
He's so cool. Like that fucking one scene where he's talking about that fucking battle where he lost all of his buddies. He's like, let's toast to so and so.
Okay, so another reason why the lore is so awesome is that is called Operation. Maybe it's called Operation Phoenix. I could be wrong, but essentially, that is the Empire lost. This order goes out, and it's pretty much burn everything to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's glass the cities, do anything, just fucking kill everyone.
Right.
And that's essentially what happened. But Operation Cinder.
Operation Cinder, that's what it was.
Okay, but that is the which one is it? Does Battlefront 2 have this story? The new Battlefront 2. It's referenced in a video game where that's what happens. They lose, Operation Cinder ensues. And it's just really cool that they bring it up in an episode of The Mandalorian, 7 years after it was mentioned a single time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it's so important. It actually has so much to do with the story of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Mayfield alludes to the death of 5,000 to 10,000 people, including civilians. They just
and his
bomb their own
comrades,
people,
right.
anyone.
And so the guy who shoots, the creepy guy, he calls it a sacrifice for the greater good, which Mayfield doesn't take so well. These deaths were not unintentional casualties, but deliberate targets of Operation Cinder, into which the Empire targeted both rebel planets and Imperial planets shortly after the events of Return of the Jedi. So this is basically when everything was collapsing.
Yeah.
The Emperor was dead. The fucking the Jedi were back.
This is
everything was going in favor of.
This is
the
Plan
Republic.
B, essentially.
Right. It was basically it was almost what is it that the Russians do whenever they get invaded? Scorched Earth.
Yeah, scorched earth.
Scorched Earth. It was scorched Earth.
Yeah, well, that's
Right. It'll be easier to take over later if you destroy it now.
Exactly.
They're yeah, come, please, please.
I mean,
are your soldiers tired? Here, have a sip from our poisoned water.
right.
Do you need to go crops to feed your troops? You can't.
No, it's gone. I'm sure there are I would almost guarantee that in the new trilogy there were shots of busted up fighters and Imperial destroyers and stuff from Operation Cinder.
Oh, yeah.
I would almost guarantee you because that would have been a huge deal. But yeah, I forgot about the Zillow Beast. Really
Yeah, they bring it back.
Yeah.
Well, because the episode from Clone Wars ends with they capture the Zillow Beast, they get the scientist, and they're you're gonna kill it and find out what makes it so strong. Mm-hmm. She's this is the last. She goes, this could be an extinct species, the last of its kind. I can't kill it. She's you're gonna kill it and find out, or we're gonna kill you and get someone else to do it. Is essentially what they allude to.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to destroy with ships and missiles and everything. It's deflecting everything.
Right. It was basically almost like
It was
half the plot
indestructible.
of Halo.
Yeah.
When they had when they were the scientists were we have to protect him. It's no, we have to destroy it,
Right.
or we're destroying you with it. So I do like the fact that they bring that. So did you know that there still are monsters, not just in the Star Wars universe, but in this universe?
In this universe?
In this universe.
Tell me
Scary
about
ones.
him.
So the president of Mexico can tell us.
I saw that.
The president of Mexico posted he's posted
The
something on
Maya
Twitter.
elves.
Exactly. He posted a picture of what he believed was an actual elf.
He's
That
probably
was-
these crazy gringos will believe anything.
Oh, I'm sure he was very excited
Lucid.
himself.
Yeah.
Because this was the picture that he posted. Look at that fucking thing. That has if that's not a monkey, that's a fucking elf.
It's great, honestly.
The fuck is that? The eyes are what throw me off. That has to be a monkey. That or a crackhead. It's either that. It's in Mexico, so
It's decent chance.
do they have crack in Mexico?
Probably.
They have to have crack in Mexico. The cartels are slinging everything.
Where do you
They-
think
why
crack
not
comes from?
Cocaine.
Comes from
LA.
someplace.
True. I was gonna say DC.
Have you watched Snowfall?
No, I watched American Gangster though.
Snowfall is pretty much about how the CIA funded a proxy war with Nicaragua because we wouldn't publicly fund them. So in order to fund it, they basically allowed informants to sell crack
Yeah.
to fund the war.
You got to make that money off the book
Yeah,
somehow.
fucking crazy. The 80s were
I
insane.
mean, this is like real. This isn't like.
Oh, no,
this
no.
is like
No.
not.
like the thing that people think that today is crazy. The late 70s, early 80s were fucking insane.
The CIA they killed anyone they wanted for national security.
Yeah.
Anyone they wanted.
Anyone they wanted. They just disappeared. They were gone.
Right.
Disappeared.
You
yeah.
should watch Snowfall. It's fucked up.
I would like
It's
to.
awesome.
I do need to watch the second season of Narcos though. I watched the first season of Narcos with Pablo Escobar. Dude, I loved that. I loved the series so much, but it was heavy. It was a lot to watch. So I'm excited to watch.
Snowfall's a bit heavy too, and it's like,
I'm
holy
sure.
shit. I can only watch like so many episodes about lives being ruined in a row. Dude, me and Charlotte are also in a SVU kick.
Oh, no.
We finally got out of it. Thank God. We're in George Lopez now. Ta loca.
Oh
You're
my
watching
God.
George Lopez?
So fucking
Dude,
funny. So funny. But
I
wait
re-
a second. Let me just finish.
Go,
real
go,
quick.
go for it. Yeah.
So we're watching fucking SVU like back to back to back every night before we go to sleep. And I'm just like, and Charlotte always like falls asleep before me. So she puts a sleep timer on because she knows like I'll fall asleep too.
Right.
And one day like I just beat the sleep timer. But the last fucking thing I hear before it turns off is I raped my sister. I'm proud of it. TV off. And I'm just like sitting there in the darkness. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to sleep now. Like anytime soon. I can't turn the TV back on. Every episode is about raping a kid, killing a kid, then raping a kid, then raping someone, then killing someone,
well.
but after you rape them. Because it's all sex crimes.
That's what it's. Yeah, there you go.
I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Charlotte. Like, this is like killing me. This is crushing my soul.
Chad's like sitting in his chair like, yeah. What else?
But now we're
What else?
on.
Oh wait, so how young were they?
Yeah, exactly. Like 5.
5.
It's horrible.
What were they wearing?
Just shut up, Chad.
Evan,
Control him.
No.
Control him.
No. Just, you know, for a fact, Evan's at work right now, and all of a sudden, just he can just sense it. He looks up, it's like, kids.
Jesus. But now we're on a big George Lopez kick, and I'm
big
so
George
loving
Lopez
it.
So
He
George
just
Lopez
keeps saying like ole, and he'll, you know, the wife will be like, have a great day when he's having a bad day. He'll walk out and be like, great day, ta loca, great day.
So
You're like, what the fuck?
So I've never been a huge fan of the George Lopez show, but that show will always have a special memory in my head forever because
Lowrider.
So what happened was
The
that
start of every episode.
right. Well, here's the thing. Like I would wait.
You would wake up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. because you left your TV on and Nick at
No.
Night is waking you up.
What happened was that I was at a house party, and I drank probably the most I'd ever drank that entire year, just an insane amount. And there are pictures of me. They had this whole huge bin of jungle juice, and there's a picture of me literally picking up the container and chugging the rest of the container. It was that night.
Dregs.
So I wake up
After 1,000 hands have stuck their hands in.
Yeah. So I wake up at like 3:30 in the morning, and you're still halfway drunk, halfway hungover, but dehydrated as shit. You can't move. I wake up. And I'm in a full bed, barely a twin. There's a girl on my left-hand side and a girl on my right-hand side. These are friends of mine. I didn't sleep with them or anything like that, but I just knew them when we slept.
Mandy, these were friends.
Yes. Well before I met her. And so I'm waking up and I can barely move my arms because they're on my arms. I'm like halfway crucified and I barely move. And I'm trying to get up and I'm also like still once again drunk, dehydrated. I can't move. And I look up just my neck and I hear and I'm just like looking up and it's the fucking George Lopez show. And it's this and so I'm halfway watching it, trying to fall asleep, and it's this fucking weird episode. I never watched George Lopez really ever, and it's an episode where there's this website that all the parents are worried about girls like doing stuff on camera and people paying them to do stuff on camera, kind of like the predecessor to OnlyFans, well before OnlyFans became a thing. And
now it's encouraged.
Yeah,
right
now you'd be wrong to be worried about your daughter
here's how
doing
fucking
that.
creepy this episode was: is that George Lopez's best friend was watching a girl on his laptop, and George Lopez looks over is like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "That's my daughter." And he runs up, and his daughter is on fucking they're like an OnlyFans kind of site.
Ernesto.
Yeah, it's so like his best friend is watching his daughter on like basically what that version of OnlyFans was. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
That's
this is
great.
fucking stupid.
Well,
and then I
something
fall
to look
asleep.
forward to.
You're right. And then I fall asleep and I'm just like, okay, cool.
So she's on Mexican OnlyFans.
Why isn't it just Why isn't it just? God damn it, Chad.
JJ's the racist.
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
Gotcha.
Onlyfans.ma.
What's the Spanish version of fans?
Fans in Spanish.
What's only?
That's too many letters.
Aficionados.
Solo aficionados.
Solo aficionados.
Solo aficionados.
.com.
.com.
.co.mx. That's probably Mexico.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I've never connected to a Mexican website before, so
Never? Not even for torrents?
I don't torrent a lot
Chad,
of things.
Yeah,
these
neither
days.
do I.
Not in a long time.
Neither do I.
Okay. So, do you want to hear your song, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready
Oh,
now.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
I needed to drink a little more. I couldn't
Oh,
just hear it off the
100%.
rip.
So, I didn't know what kind of song I was going to do, but then I had this. The chorus is what hit me first, and it took me forever to get the lyrics down, but I think I've created something nice.
I feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna be like the theme song to Hamtaro.
No, it's classy.
Does anyone remember what Hamtaro was? I think we talked about it once on here.
Hamtaro.
You're making shit up.
I really gotta get rid of Yahoo.
It was
This
like
is
a
so pissing me
tsunami
off.
anime about
A hamster?
hamsters.
I
Oh
hate
my
you.
god! I could have done this.
Hamtaro.
Oh my god! I could have just photoshopped your face right in here.
They
Made it cute.
you could have gave
Oh
them
my
those
god!
eyes.
They're adorable.
Yeah,
What is this?
I'm surprised you've never seen this before.
You know what it is?
I might
Yeah.
have. It's adorable.
Yeah, your girlfriend. Your girlfriend definitely.
You're gonna watch every episode now.
Sex makes babies.
What is this?
Yeah, Hamtaro is great.
Oh, now I've got to watch it. Look at the fucking cute little cheeks. Oh my god. Ooh woo.
Yeah, Charlotte's been away on work, so it's been me and the cat for like weeks straight. It's been
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I love whenever she goes to like a K-pop concert or something like that, it'll just be me and the cats, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I miss her
is
so much. I
fantastic.
miss her so much. But
I'm
man,
sitting at
I'd like to
home.
cuddle.
I'm gonna play games, and the cats are gonna cuddle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready for the song.
Okay.
Wait a second. Look, that's a Game Boy game, I think.
What here?
The top.
He's up top to the
Oh,
right.
it is Game Boy Advance
Wow.
I am not
for
surprised.
$30. Hold up, $93 for a Game Boy Advance game? Are you fucking kidding me?
I hope this
I
comes
feel
to
like
Nintendo.
that sometimes. It's probably in
anyone playing
Japanese.
Nintendo Switch Online games.
So, did you know that somebody hacked into Nintendo servers and put up like Pokemon games? And that are emulators. Now,
That's
here's the
awesome.
crazy part about them is that not only were you able to play the game, but you could also plug
Trade.
your Switch into other Switches and trade Pokemon.
That's awesome.
Which was insane, just like you could on the Game Boy.
I don't understand.
It was like I
why
think it was
they don't
Pokemon
release
Red
it.
and Yellow. I think they hacked into 8 left in stock. $100. They're selling them for $100. Only 8 left. Oh, 121-day warranty period. Okay, fun. Okay, so let's get this song on the road here. Let's do this. So I did this into the spirit of Elton John.
Oh boy.
And this
Here we
this song is called Tiny JJ.
Oh my god. Give me the weed pen.
Yeah, give him the pen.
I'm gonna record you.
Pool time today. You'll find JJ
I thought you were singing for a second.
working on his tan. Smoking daily. Skin like a baby. The handsomest Jewish man.
I love this.
His PC's faster. Pokemon Master. The biggest Gundam fan.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
And now he's with me. Always funny. Someone else's jewel in his hand. Oh, I feel so real hearing him crazy things offending you, and you can't judge him because his foreskin's missing. Swear we're not anti-Semitic, but don't ask why we call him JJ. It might be slightly problematic.
Oh my god.
At least we're not as bad as Kanye. Swear we're not anti-Semitic,
I love it.
Wow. That's great.
but don't ask why we call him JJ.
I just wish I could have been here watching Dave do that over. Like, no, that's not right. That's not good enough. Anti-Semitic.
At least we're not as bad as Kanye. Oh.
I need you to send this to me so I can send this to my friends immediately.
I'll drop you the WAV file.
Please.
100%. Yeah, I'll do it right now.
My friends will crack up back home.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
I'll have to send it to you once the once the phone's done recording. Oh my god,
That was so good. Mine's the best.
Thank you.
It was pretty great.
Oh yeah, I've set the bar high now.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
Man, we
I
should
was-
probably
I-
put one together for Dave.
Now here's the funny part:
The
is
three
that
of us.
I was so happy that you grabbed his jewel pen.
All right.
Yeah, that's why you were telling me to take it.
And we talked about Kanye earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were at the pool.
And you showed up.
And
And you showed up with a sunburn. In your swimming trunks.
Oh god.
wow,
Oh,
it really
Toledo.
hit.
Yeah, I'm so happy that that worked out.
Guy knows you.
He knows me.
I figured it out.
You know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to send that to Charlotte too.
My goal was to really put in the effort, like trying to verbally say we're not trying to be anti-Semitic, but as the more we try to push not being anti-Semitic, it starts getting more anti-Semitic. Kind of like the Michael Scott version of I'm not being racist.
Right, I love it.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to end up being like a Michael Crump type of deal. I say. I'm not anti-Semitic.
That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
I was surprised when you told me it was going to be Tiny Dancers.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
that.
awesome.
I'm like, this is going to be a hard one. I didn't
I
even
did
do
not
this.
know what to expect.
Oh, but yeah, I'll send you that WAV file, and you just got to let me know what their response is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
That was good. We're all proud of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud. You can breathe now.
I can. It's because every time that I bring out like a song or something, I usually just get shit on before I even play it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty good, Dave."
That was pretty great.
Like,
Well, didn't you actually rap out Evans?
I
in
did
front
rap
of
out.
us?
No,
No, he didn't.
I've never
Nothing.
performed live. No,
I thought he did it live.
no. I did it for Evan. I did it for Evan on Discord the other day, like a little bit, like the chorus. But no, I never did it live, just because I fuck up plenty. Especially doing this when I was laughing half the time.
Oh, I was thinking about our next challenge.
Yeah,
Putt-putt.
that's what I thought.
yeah,
I think
I
mini golf
think
was
you
really
said
good.
that last time.
Yeah, putt-putt would be
Because we've been
great.
playing golf with friends lately.
What does that mean?
It's a video game. Like,
okay.
it's like
golf
multiplayer
with friends.
mini
And you,
golf.
what do
What
you
I
mean? What
think-
does that mean?
What I think it should be, instead of just putt-putt, is like a Frankie's Fun Park, like Olympic style event.
I'm fine with that.
So it's like, yeah, whoever wins in putt-putt, like awesome. But like we'll do other things like batting cages. We'll do
Trial runs at the go-karts.
Exactly, like best, and then we'll find a way to like calculate it at the end. We can like weight things differently,
First
so they
place,
have higher.
Yeah, first place is 5 points. Second place is 3.
Right,
so
but we
on and
can
so
weight
forth.
like we can weight the games differently. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like winning at your track heat is like 35%, while like putt-putt is 12%, and batting cages is. You know, or they can all be equal too, but like we can
True.
also decide like
We'll figure it
what's
out.
skill, what's luck based, what's
a Frankie's Fun Part Olympics,
that's yeah.
and we carry the belt with us.
Where is Frankie's Fun Park?
North Charleston, like
This is the first time
15,
hearing
20
of this
minutes.
place.
Yeah, it's in between us and you.
there's also something in like Mount Pleasant, but I think it's only putt-putt.
Yeah, if we can do Frankie's that has the decathlon of
Oh,
like,
and they
white
have
trash sports.
Some like
White
arcade
trash
things
sports.
too. We could
True.
do like there's like, you know, like those games where everyone stands next to each other shooting, like, and whoever loses first is like out.
Right.
Like more points, and it's so like on random because sometimes you're just getting shot. There's nothing you can do about
There's
it.
usually the
Right.
2 racing ones.
Right? Yeah, like
racing
we
ones,
can just do
there's a skee
stupid
ball.
shit like that. Ski
Yeah.
ball.
Skee ball.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to
Fucking suck
go
at
in one day
skee-ball.
to scope it out for all the games, and then we'll come back. We'll plan it, and then we'll make it like a 5-hour day.
Okay. And we'll just record it and have,
Yeah. Go to Frankie's Fun Park. Oh, because they also have this cool like 3D thing now where everyone.
What?
It's like a big thing in the center. Everyone's in like a corner, and it's like you put the headset on, like you run like with a gun type
Why
thing.
the fuck would it send me to Raleigh, North Carolina? Fucking
Verbo.
Yahoo, dude.
You went to Verbo.
Yeah. You gotta Bing things.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Chat GPT anything?
Not yet. We need to do an episode with Chat GPT.
I use Chat GPT a lot. It's the school killer.
Frankie's Fun Park.
So you're cheating using AI.
Yeah. Anyone need?
Are you one of those? It's just a resource like a calculator,
Oh
people.
yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Because I have to give it the information. I have to find the information. I'm just having it compile it for me. What are you, an idiot?
What are you, an idiot?
What are you, an idiot? Chad's like, I'm not going to use it.
I don't rely
Because
on-
it can-
I don't
because it
rely
can
on
do it
AI to do
better
my
and
work.
faster than me.
Because it's gonna take over the world.
You don't rely on AI to do the work because AI can't make pasta yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
It can't.
And the day it does, you'll be using it.
No,
Yep.
I won't.
Why not?
I'll be showing the world that I can still make pasta better than any AI.
You are the one that
he's gonna
runs the
be-
machine that makes it. You become invaluable by being the pasta operator.
Who's the guy who beat the machine in the
I don't know. I
railroad?
could never remember his name.
Who's the railroad? John Henry.
John Henry?
You're the John Henry of pasta.
Yeah,
Good job, buddy.
sure.
You're gonna make more pasta than the machine.
I'm gonna make more pasta than the machine.
Yeah, you're the
except for
best.
I need a machine to make pasta.
Yeah. I think they already have those.
Pasta machine.
Pasta machine.
There we go. Things to do. Look at this. Things to do. Oh, look at the arcade list.
Yeah, see?
Look
Everyone
at
will
them.
play
They're all holding
poppycock
guns.
on
They're in a fucking.
Mini golf, $10. Okay.
Racetrack.
Drifter. There's drifting and there's a road course.
Okay.
So we probably would want to do. Okay, this is for.
Adults.
Maybe.
Want to see who's the most skilled in
Wait,
driving?
hold on.
Is that
I
what it
just-
said?
I'm concerned about that golf cart with the 2 steering wheels. What happens if I
Only one-
decide
I think
I'm?
only one of them works.
Yeah,
Chad.
honestly, when's the child's one?
What do you think?
I
Who
thought
do
it
you
was.
think's driving in that picture?
I thought it was like one of those
Oh.
things where it's like the kid
Hollow
can
Gate,
drive
that's
and
what
the
I'm
dad
talking
take
about.
over.
Yes. Okay. VR attraction.
Hollow Gate
Yes.
sounds like a fucking.
Look, you got a little plug-in. You got bumper boats.
Chad, what does it sound like? I want to hear what stupid thing you're gonna say.
Because of I'm too high right now.
Watergate.
Yeah, because of Watergate. It sounds like a fucking like some kind of conspiracy or
Yeah, when you put on the fucking,
Chad's
you put
like-
on the mat, you put on the fucking helmet, and there's just a picture of fucking Richard Nixon going, "I'm not a crook. Arrgh.
screaming in your face, spit going everywhere. It's
Kill all the commies. Shoot them dead. Arrgh." And it's just the fucking the headless assistant from Futurama going, "Arrgh."
Wait, so scroll all the way back up real quick. Up. Mini golf. Okay, go down.
Yes, mini golf. You got the drifting,
We'll go- drifting.
batting cages. We'll do that.
Hollowgate.
Hollowgate. We'll skip the bumper boats. That
We'll
seems
skip
pretty
bump-
dumb.
Yeah, and I just don't feel like getting wet.
True. And then we've got a
We'll
list
figure out
of-
some. We'll like find 3 arcade games. You can make it 8 events.
Yes, easily. Look at that. Okay, so it's even got. Oh, it's got a whole. I have no idea what the fuck.
Moto
FX.
GP.
Air FX is just
Air hockey.
air hockey.
Okay.
Biggest moron.
Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart.
Clearly milk jug toss.
I want to
Halo
play the
Fire Team?
Transformers. Is there anything Star Wars?
Ooh, what's in all in? Probably not. They'd get sued for that.
Why? They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
True. They have
They
Wizard
have
of Oz.
Transformers.
I don't know what the fuck they're
Jurassic
rabbits.
Park.
So it depends on what kind of games.
I like those
these
Jurassic
are.
Park games where you just mercilessly kill the dinosaurs.
True.
In the things that
Crossy
go-
Roads. They have Crossy Roads.
What's
Okay.
Crossy Roads?
You used to know what Crossy Roads is, right?
What the fuck you talking about?
fuck you talking about?
Crossy Roads?
Yeah.
Crossy Roads Arcade, not Rossi Roads.
Crossy Roads.
Is it generic Frogger? That's all
Might
I'm
be.
imagining.
Could easily be generic Frog. Yeah, it is.
Look at it. It's generic Frogger.
Oh, it's a mobile game. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like these crazy things. We could choose we could do like 3 and 3, three like outdoor activities, like batting cage, carts, and mini golf, and then we do 3 indoor.
So Hollowgate and 2 other things.
Hollowgate and 2 other things, exactly. We'll let Evan try to decide
Well, then, yeah.
a few
Oh,
things.
they got
as
Halo
well.
Firestorm.
They do, but that one's
Fire
like
team.
that one takes forever to do.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Down.
all going on the company dollar.
We're not paying
On the
for it.
company dime. Are you kidding?
It's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Tax write-off. Oh my god.
They got deal or no deal.
We're
can
just
see
going
who
to
got the
keep
most
saying
money.
that to Dave till he starts to believe it.
Starts to believe it. Okay, like that's
Dave,
gonna work
did you get
out.
us Stella this week? Yeah, it's a tax write-off.
No,
They have
that's
Chocolate Factory, the game.
You don't even know what that is.
I know. That's what I'm confused by. How could Chocolate Factory be a game?
What's E-Claw, the game?
It's just the claw machine, probably.
Are you sure?
I said probably. I'm not sure. I've got no hard facts to back me up right now.
Wait. Okay.
yeah. You got whack and win.
You thought you were gonna press the button to end the
Yeah.
podcast.
No, you got whack and win. Just some guy fucking jerking off in the
I
corner.
just
Whack
want to
and
play.
win. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
just want to play Touch FX.
Finish first before your friends. It's just a game of icky cookie.
Yeah, we can play that here. We don't have to go
For
anywhere.
some reason, your joystick exploded liquid on me.
You win.
All right.
You
What
win.
games is everyone playing now?
I'm playing Mountain Blade Bannerlord right now.
Oh, Mountain Blade 2.
OSRS.
It's definitely not Mountain Blade 2.
OS.
Old school RuneScape.
Ah.
All in right now.
Dude,
Yeah, I was gonna
I-
ask you how far you are in RuneScape right now.
So
Me?
Yeah.
However far I think I did all the main quests.
the free quests.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've never paid for it, and then I haven't logged in since like a year and a half, so I probably...
You could recover it probably.
Yeah.
it was
would
like if
still
you
be there.
logged in like every 90 days.
No, there's not. No, your accounts. They don't delete your account.
No.
Remember when we paid for it for like 1 month?
What about it?
I paid
No,
for it
you're
for a
think
couple
you're
months.
think
about
you're
it.
thinking of
Old school RuneScape.
no, you're thinking of original Diablo 2 where we had to keep logging in or they're going to delete our accounts. Old school
Oh,
RuneScape's
okay.
never going to delete your account.
But
No.
we did play.
'Cause I got my
we
buddy-
did. Yeah,
I got-
no, but I'm just saying you're just confusing.
Oh,
the,
okay.
I just got my
the
buddy.
rules.
Right. I just got my buddy Thomas to get back into it. We have another guy and his girlfriend that might be getting back into it. I've been trying to get Chad.
I think I was like killing
Goose-
giant frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's except for grinding.
Yeah.
No, your account
combat
will still be
experience.
there.
Yeah, I'm already pretty high up there because I've been playing for membership the last like couple of months.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because I want to be able to
Dave's super
beat
far in the
everything.
game.
I'm like relatively like decently mid game esque.
They
I've
banned,
been-
they banned my account.
Why, Chad?
Someone decided he was going to use an auto clicker.
No, allegedly.
Oh, is that why? I was literally about to bring that up.
Yeah, no,
100%.
Apparently they knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've gotten really
They
good
weren't
on bot.
happy.
They've gotten really good at anti-botting
Mm-hmm.
over the last like year or so because it used to be a rampant problem. Because there was like a deal with Twitch and Amazon and stuff, and you were able to like generate free memberships, like free bonds and stuff for certain things, like referrals, and it just got really bad. But they've really harping down on it, and I don't really hardly see any bots ever. So that's nice, and it allows me to have more fun in the game because I don't feel like all the resources are getting like it doesn't blow up the economy in the game. So I'm like, yes,
Right. That is what.
I've been like
'cause
just
it's a player driven.
rushing through video games like left and right.
Just crushing them.
Well, before Pokemon came out, Scarlet and Violet, which I think was back in November or December. I think right before that I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Oh, that's a
which
good
I didn't
game.
finish. I actually don't like it at all.
I thought I would.
I don't like Assassin's Creed games anymore.
I really did. But, you know, the big thing that I really liked about Assassin's Creed was like this big lore and world that they build with this ancient race and precursors. This whole Viking game is just, you know,
Viking lore.
like you're literally just a Viking the entire time. There's no like finding golden eggs. There's no like mysticism.
Yeah.
There's like none of it. There's like, oh, you drink your village, your witch village elder's brew and you become Odin and Valhalla, which like also has nothing to do with anything of like the
Right.
actual lore. And I'm like just trying to finish it, hoping like the very end will give me something.
Nope.
But nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, so then then Pokemon came out. Then there was this quick One Piece game. Then I played like Metroid Prime Remastered, which is awesome, by the way.
Nice.
And then, dude, Nintendo Switch Online came out. So I played like, they made Game Boy Advance for that.
Oh.
So I've been playing like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Minish Cap.
Okay.
Just awesome games.
Been playing Minish Cap.
Minish Cap, a lot of fun.
Nobody will play Four Swords with me.
How are you going to play it?
How are you gonna play it?
How are you going to play it?
Emulator?
With other people?
Yeah.
There's a multiplayer emulator.
sure
You
There's
can
ways.
the Dolphin emulator will let
Yeah.
you do it multiplayer.
I was thinking of putting up a media server too. That's like a home lab.
A media server.
Getting a network attached storage device and just doing it through
yeah.
Plex.
Yeah.
Pretty much like everything that I rep, I can just put on there.
Okay.
And then I
Repping
can
it.
just like give it to you guys. I'll have everything.
Didn't you hear that Saudi Arabia became the second largest shareholder of Nintendo?
Of course they would.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, they're changing up the WWE. They're changing up golf. Now they're changing up video games.
How about
All of American
WB
culture.
is now, WB is where, CW
Yeah.
is now where Live Golf is, which is the golf,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Really? CW is hosting the Saudi Arabia golf.
They were like the only people that they could like get convinced to buy it.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
So the CW now owns it. They're gonna make billions off of it.
Of course.
There's so much money in there.
And then 10 years from now, we'll get the next like going of crappy superhero shows again. I'll be so happy. Speaking of Chad, speaking of The Flash, the final season,
Ooh.
which means I have to rewatch the whole thing.
Oh, of course. We knew
Right,
that was
you gotta
coming
rewatch
up.
everything
Yeah.
before the final season.
Yeah.
I love doing that with
I
certain
wish
shows.
I
but
had.
There's so
I
much
don't
to
understand how
watch.
you have so much time to watch television.
I just like watch it and like I'll fall asleep with it on and just like let it play throughout the day because I've seen it so many times. It's like background noise.
That's what Amanda does with all of her K-dramas that she's watched 100 times. Like, she'll put the same show on when she goes to bed. I'm like, aren't you going to catch up? She's like, I know what's going to happen. I'm like,
My
"It's
name
just
is Barry
background."
Allen.
Barry Allen. I just saw the.
New Flash trailer looks awesome. Batfleck, Michael Keaton.
I'm excited for it. I really am. Like, it, and the best part is
And
that
it's very
if
clear they're
done
doing
well-
Flashpoint. So
Of
like
course,
they're like,
yeah.
thanks Ezra Miller for being a complete fuck up. We're gonna use you and get rid of you.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the fact that Flashpoint does create the opportunity for a reset.
And a reset in a way that you can keep characters. Like if Jason Momoa
can.
still wants to be Aquaman,
Yep.
he can stay Aquaman.
I mean, the woman who plays Amanda Waller, she's staying.
yeah.
Like, I love her character. Amanda Waller's such a cool
Second
character.
Suicide Squad was so good
Oh yeah.
with Idris.
I didn't see it.
It's really funny.
I heard it was good, and I kind of wanted to see it. What is it on right now?
HBO.
No, yes, that's the problem. I don't have enough of these streaming platforms.
Did you ever watch this?
What the fuck?
Shut up. Hold up a second.
It was me, Barry. I made them draw Lola Bunny with fewer sexual features so that you wouldn't be horny. Reduce your blood flow to make you a millisecond slower. Slow enough for me to kill Iris. Remember when you were making out with
What
your
the
friend,
fuck?
and you came right as you touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
That's the plot of Flashpoint.
It was me. Yeah, you'll love it, Chad.
That's the plot of Flashpoint.
That's the plot.
Yes.
I'll tell you what it's really about later when you're older.
When you're older? You mean it gets worse than that?
Oh, much worse.